What's up, everybody? I'm just chilling here on this bench in the middle of the street. It's very nice. And I'm still in my first week here in Berlin, but already I noticed some differences between New York and here, although, there's a lot in common as well. So the first thing that's obvious that's in common is that it's a big city. It's the biggest city in the country. And there's a lot of art, there's a lot of culture, there's a lot of diversity, there's a lot of buzz, and there's a lot to do. And that's like the biggest thing that's similar to New York. In addition to that, I've started to notice what's different. So one thing is like what you see around you here. You see a lot of this in Bushwick as well, graffiti, more wide open space, a little more quiet. But this seems to be throughout the city. There's just green everywhere, trees everywhere. Way more than in New York. I was looking at some list online of the places with the most green space, and Berlin was actually rated pretty low down. I'm not sure what they used, but I think it might have been via Google Maps. And it's not really representative of what is the reality. For example, if you look on Google Maps, there'll be a picture of a park, like there'll be a green on Google Maps, but if you go to the actual spot, it'll be like a big slab of concrete with a basketball hoop in the middle of it, and that's like a park in New York. Whereas here, something that's not a park will also have like trees and yeah, so that's like the biggest thing I've noticed about Berlin, and something that I remembered from being here last time is that there's a lot of green space, a lot of trees, a lot of, in addition to that, I think it's also a more kid-friendly city. I've seen a lot of young parents with children running around, more so than I see in New York. I think New York is not a very kid-friendly city to be in, for better or for worse. Maybe you don't like kids around. I personally think having children around makes a place feel more natural. I think it's natural for humans of all ages to be interacting with one another and be around each other. Children bring lightness and annoyance, but also lightness to a situation. Another thing that I would say is different from Berlin, different between Berlin and New York, although they both have this artistic kind of be yourself. We celebrate all different cultures, all different sexualities. We're very progressive, and New York, I really applaud New York for being so liberal and progressive. But Berlin is really founded on all of those principles, and New York is still really generated by ambition and money. That is a huge part of New York. And that's just not what you see here. Just frankly, in Berlin, it's just, you see there's more of a sharing culture. Another thing that people do here that they don't do in New York so much is leave like a box outside of their door with just free things for people to take. My friend Owen the other day, we were all out and it got cold. And he said, "Oh, I have something that you could wear." And I said, "Cool, like, great." He's like, "You can have it. I just got it at the box." And I didn't know what he was talking about. And then I asked him later, he said that he was at the bathroom at a bar and there was just a shopping cart full of clothes and he took it from there. And he does that often because it's pretty normal to just leave a box of free clothes outside your door or in some other public space so that people who need it or want it can just take it. So I thought that was really cool. Light and love, right?